Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiancé didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see the troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Welcome back to Conversations on Deck, and today is Cheers Thursday, folks, and that was Gary Portnoy singing that iconic Cheers theme song. Man, that's always in my head on Cheers Thursday. So we're looking at this 1972 Topps Bobby Bolin card. You know, it's a great card design. You know, it has that effect of like, do you remember watching Christopher Reeve's Superman? You know, that's kind of how those those letters are kind of popping out like it was on the Superman credits and things like that. So, Bobby Bolin, born January 29th, 1939, Hickory Grove, South Carolina. He was a farm boy for, his first 15 years of life. Played baseball, basketball with his siblings on the farm. He had two brothers, a sister, and he had a very, oh boy, look at that. That fell off. Well, that could be on the blooper reel, but you know what? Let's just put it back up and we're going to have fun on this video. So let's get back to Bobby Bolin. And 1972, he was 33 years old. He was a sidearm pitcher, crossbody delivery, hiding his pitches. He didn't have a whole lot. He had fastballs, he had sliders, he had a curveball too. And he had a .6 WAR. He had a 0-1 record, 2.93 ERA, 21 games, 30.2 innings, 5 saves, 10 earned runs, 11 walks, 27 Ks, 1 hit by pitch. And as a reliever, why am I covering the relievers today? Because Sam Mayday Malone, the owner of Cheers, he was a reliever. So I thought, it'd be fun to put in some relievers on the Red Sox that Sam played with. From 1972 to 1978. So let's get back to Bobby Bolin. He said this about his manager, Herman Franks. Quote, I was never classified as a starter or as a reliever, so I mostly sat on a tarp between the bullpen, the dugout, because I didn't know which one I'd be doing, end quote. I don't think that's a great method for a manager to keep your pitchers guessing. Yeah, you want to keep the batters guessing, but definitely not the pitchers. All right, so now, next card we got here, and hopefully it doesn't, go crazy here. Oh, look at that. There we go. All right, we got 1975 Topps Dick Drago, born June 25th, 1945 in Toledo, Ohio. He was the main closer for the Red Sox in 75. He pitched really well in the 75 World Series. He had a really good fastball. He had a sinker, slider, curveball, even had a screwball when he had to dig himself out of a hole. And in 1975, Dick Drago, he was 30 years old. He had a .7 WAR. He had a 2-2 record, 3.84 ERA. He pitched in 40 games. He had 72.2 innings under his belt and 15 saves, 31 earned runs, 31 walks, and 43 Ks, no hit by pitches. So Dick Drago was really solid in 75. Plus, he's got a great name too. Here's a little Drago wisdom for it. Quote, I always pitched better when the game was on the line. I love pitching when it meant a lot. Give me those situations to be on the field to clinch it was a big moment for me and something I'll always remember, end quote. That's what you call a competitor. That's the type of guy you want on your team, especially in relief. And Drago, he did a really good job for the Red Sox. And then another guy we got here, we got Bill Soup Campbell. This is a 1977 Topps card. And he was probably one of their top relievers in 77. And he was born August 9th, 1948 in Highland Park, Michigan. He was drafted the U.S. Army in 1968. He actually saw combat in Vietnam. He was a radio operator in the 101st Airborne Division right in the demilitarized zone. So Bill Campbell had a lot of life experiences. He saw a lot of death. He saw a lot of poverty. His eyes wide open from his military experience, and he would say it definitely changed him. He had a fastball slider, and he had a curveball, and of course he had that elusive screwball in his tool bag as well. So in 1977, Bill Campbell was 28 years old. He had a 4.7 WAR, 13-9 record, 2.96 ERA. Pitched in 69 games, 140 innings. That's a lot for a reliever. He had the most game finishes for AL relievers with 60, and he had the most saves in 77 for AL pitchers with 31. He had 60 walks, 114 Ks, 5 hit by pitches, and he was an all-star. And here's a little soup wisdom in this, talking about Vietnam and the reality that he saw there and how he compared it to here in the United States at the time. Quote, "War changes your outlook. It matured me a little. In Nam, I saw women scooping slop out of the garbage buckets for food for breakfast. I saw poverty some people haven't seen," end quote. Bill Campbell, real guy. He saw it all, and as he had said, war changes your outlook. So I think that's real important for us to value our veterans and make sure that we're praying for our war fighters. My dad was a World War II veteran, and my brother and my sister were veterans as well in the United States Air Force, and a brother that was a veteran Merchant Marine Academy during the Gulf War. So these are people that deserve our thanks for their sacrifices. And so those were 3 relievers. Let's look a little bit at Sam Mayday Malone. And again, fictional character, but, Sam Malone's always going to be in our memory. If you were around in 1982 and watched the show through 1993, Sammy pitched from 72 to 78 for the Sox. He had a 16-30 record, 4.0 ERA, played in 207 games, 312 and 2/3 innings pitched, 109 walks, 40 Ks. And, one of the fun things about Cheers is it takes place in the best city ever, Boston, and there's just wisecracks going back and forth, mostly from Carla, making fun of the different customers, especially Norm and Cliffy. And who didn't love Coach and Woody? Those were great characters. And then all the celebrities that made different appearances on Cheers throughout the years. A couple of Red Sox, Louis Tiant did. Wade Boggs was in one, and it had to do with Cheers' rival at Gary from Gary's Old Town Tavern. Those were great episodes as well. And, the episode where they sent Wade Boggs over to sign autographs, and Sam and the boys and Carla thought it was some sort of joke, so they ended up pantsing Wade Boggs. So, yeah. Anyways, a lot of good memories there. Cheers Thursday is so much fun. And one particular guy that made a guest appearance was Dick Cavett. When he came on the show, Dick Cavett was a talk show host, kind of celebrity, and had great interviews in the 70s and 80s. Anyways, so here's a conversation between Dick Cavett and Sam Malone. "I'm Sam Malone. I'm the owner of the bar here. You want anything, you just call me." "Hey, wait, Sam Malone, you used to play baseball." Yeah, that's right. You remember me? Sure. I saw you pitch in Yankee Stadium. Yeah, is that right? Did I have a good night? I hope so. You had a lousy day, if I remember. You hit three batters. You gave up back to back homers. Do you remember that game? I had a drinking problem back in those days. There are a few things I don't remember, like, 1974, 1975. End quote. And that was the serious part of the Sam Malone was he was an alcoholic, like a lot of major league baseball players, and a lot of people that struggle with, alcohol or drug addiction or other issues in their life. The fun part about Cheers is Sam was able to overcome that, own the bar, and he was sober. So that's Cheers Thursday. I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you didn't mind some of my mishaps with the cards. I remember my daughter telling me before, Dad, these videos don't have to be perfect because real life is not perfect. People make mistakes, cards fall, cards get put back up, and you keep moving forward. So cheers to all of you out in the hobby. Cheers to all you Red Sox fans as well, and have a great Cheers Thursday.